you FaceTimed with him today.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about the FaceTime.
So he's not able to talk, but we've gotten to FaceTime with him a couple of times, and like he's not even able to hold the phone. The nurses have to hold it for him. But really he's able to listen, and as of up until last week, pretty much, or in the past couple of days, he's been able to like understand what we've been saying and shake his head and agreeing or like saying no. And I mean, the last one today was probably the best one we've had so far. Like he said, he's trying to talk and you can kind of read his lips. Like when I got on, he was like, "Hi, sweetie." Like didn't say it, but you can read his lips. And
right. A daughter knows when her daddy says, "Hi, sweetie."
Yeah. And we have a pet cat that we've had her since I was 8 years old, and I'm about to be 24. And he didn't want to get her at first, but now he loves her. But we like showed him like, "Here's the cat you love so much," and he rolled his eyes. So
oh my,
he got a big eye roll today, which means he's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little spirit and a little attitude from behind that ventilator, right?
Yes.
But wow. It's real, like he's not able to talk, or he's just able to like shake his head or some sort of eye movements, but it's a lot better than when it was even 2 weeks ago. He was in the most critical condition, and I didn't think we would be at this point. So it's really a miracle where he is right now.
Mama, how about your thoughts today, your perspective on that call?
Best call ever. I told him, please get your best stubbornness going to fight this, because the man is really brilliant. People call him from work and say, "Hey, Billy, what do you think about this? What do you think about this?" And he'll go, "Well, no, don't do that." And so his opinion is valued. And I've told every nurse and doctor that have taken care of him, this is what he's like. Right. This is the man that appears to be just totally incapacitated, which he is and was, but less so. This is who he was before he got this illness. And don't give up. And I told him today, I said, be stubborn and work hard like you work hard on all of your planning at work, all your planning of other people's trips, because he loves to help people come up with trips to go on where we've already been. He's a planner.
He sounds like a go-to guy for a lot of people.
He is. And they have been calling because they miss that. They miss that a lot. All his buddies at work, ladies and gentlemen. So it's been the support, the prayers, the expertise of the doctors and nurses when this is all brand new to them. They don't have textbooks and websites to go to, but they have saved Billy's life, and we have deemed them Team Billy, all of them.
Love it. What does the weeks and I would imagine months ahead look like right now? Do you have any semblance of a picture of what is ahead for you guys and for Billy for recovery? We don't
really know. And that's what we have no idea how long he'll have to be in this in the acute care hospital. And what most the doctors have said is on average it's 21 to 25 days. And even after that, he's going to have to go to like a rehab hospital ward and to do like more physical therapy, I believe. And even when he gets home, the doctors asked if we had stairs in our house, and when we told them yes, we have 2 floors, they were like, "Oh no, that's not good." So he's probably gonna have to sleep in the downstairs bedroom, and we're gonna have to install handrails everywhere in the shower, and
I get the sense from not just your stories, but but others that I've heard is that surviving as long as he has and being on the ventilator as long as he has, it sounds like, and I don't want to in any way play a doctor here because I am not and I don't know, but it sounds based on everything I've heard, his system breaks down to almost nothing and he's going to have to grow up all over again in his system, right? Is that kind of the sense you get?
yeah,
He's going to have to relearn.
Yeah.
it completely, being on the ventilator that long and the damage that the virus has done is, he's going to have to relearn how to walk and how to eat and things that we take for granted.
In your research in all of this and other people you've talked to, how many other patients have you heard about who have been on ventilators as long as Billy has?
Not very many.
Yeah, it's few and far between, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And when he left on Thursday, all the nurses and doctors said he was their miracle. He was their patient that gives them hope, because he was one of the first COVID patients there and he was their longest patient.
And credit the staff again at this, the hospital is Baylor Scott and White, Grapevine?
Baylor Scott White, Grapevine.
Okay.
Unbelievable. Just the care that he got and the love and the prayers, and they never turned their backs on us. And I kept saying, don't give up, because this is the kind of man he is. And they didn't. And they told me that. He is their hope for every COVID patient that comes in there. Not to be on a ventilator this long, mind you, but
sure,
to get well. And it's proving to them, because he was one of the first in North Texas to get as ill as he did and go to this particular hospital.
And again, for everybody's who does not know, Billy's backstory, mid-60s, as I recall, age.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he was healthy, no underlying conditions, didn't have asthma, nothing like that, right?
No.
Just a hard-working dude, loves his family.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
True.
Right. And that's what's so interesting about this beast, is that it hits everybody differently. I mean, there's a core of those with underlying conditions that we all know, and that's obvious. And you could argue the same thing with the flu, maybe even, obviously, right? But that's what's so random about this thing. Here's a healthy guy just working hard, loving his family, and here we are 5 weeks later.
And it's so scary how, like, we haven't been able to, like, I haven't talked with my dad. We can talk to him, but
right.
None of us have been able to talk with him. We haven't been able to see him in 5 weeks. And I know people want to return to normalcy and get back to, but our lives for the past 5 weeks have been even more abnormal than just social distancing and self-quarantining. And I don't want any family to go through this. It's been literally the worst month of my life. And I can't believe that states are starting to open up again, because more people are going to get sick, because you can be an asymptomatic carrier and not know that you have it. And we just don't have enough tests in the state of Texas, or I don't think even in the country right now, to test people to see if you have it, or and it's just, I can assure you it's not worth it to go out and have a margarita on your favorite restaurant's porch, or to go get your hair cut, because I would never wish what we've gone through on anyone. And it's maddening seeing how eager people are to go out into the world and reopen the state, because the more crowds that are out there and the more people that aren't social distancing, this is going to get worse. It's not been long enough. And it's just, I think if people had personally been through what we've been through, they wouldn't be so eager to get out and reopen the state. So.
I mean, I'm going to add that I have a brother and his wife in Argyle. We haven't been with them because of what we've seen. Now, Katie was not exposed to COVID like my son and I were, but we were together with my brother and his wife got it shortly thereafter. And we assumed from Billy, but we haven't been able to be tested. But we have been socially distancing by not even being together. Our friends, it's the same thing because they have seen what Billy and our family has gone through, and they tell, pardon me, they tell me, we've seen what's going on in your home, and we don't want that for our family because we see it up close and personal, and it's awful. And Kate and I just want people to be aware. If you must be together, sit outside, sit 10 feet apart. It can be done because the weather's great, but don't go to places where there's large groups. And the nurses and doctors in these facilities, I'm sure, don't want to see an uptick in this again. Mm-hmm. And that was our big message today, is we understand people need to work and put food on the table, but if they become so sick that they can't work, that's really serious. So we're okay, and we're great actually, because the conversations that we've had and the love and the prayers, we're just worried for the public.
Nothing is guaranteed with this disease, right?
No, we're probably looking at least 2 more months in a facility.
Yeah.
And he got sick on March 14th with the temperature.
Wow.
So we just want the public to know that this is a long haul, and there's no guarantee that your loved one will make it, because we had that about 3 times where we didn't think that was going to happen. And we are blessed today to be where we are.